Hello and welcome to Maybe a Meal. Today we will be making Sloppy Joes. The Sloppy Joe was designed for the refined palate that loves ketchup but doesn't want to waste time with excess chewing. It's also coincidentally one of the two foods that I refuse to eat, the other being an American cheese sandwich. When my friend Jen suggested an alternative to the traditional Sloppy Joe, I realized any change to the Sloppy Joe formula had to be an improvement. For her recipe, we're going to need ground beef, a can of cream of mushroom soup, half of a small onion, milk, and 2 shingles of bread. Start by dicing your onion. Chopping onions will inevitably bring tears. Annoying, but it's a good reminder that only your emotions have shriveled up and died, and not your actual tear ducts. Once your onion is diced and you've stopped ugly crying, begin the browning process by picking your ground beef up off the floor and placing it and the onion in a skillet. A less popular version requires going outside to dig up underground beef. I'm not surprised if you haven't heard of it. Underground beef isn't for everyone. It's really ahead of its time. Back in the kitchen, your beef and onion mixture should be cooking on medium. The term medium is a distinction without a difference. It really means whatever temperature will cook the food at a speed that you can personally handle. If you end up burning your food, you've just discovered the high setting on your stove. My advice is to crank it up as hot as it will safely go, because browning beef is a tedious process. If, however, your daily horoscope cautioned against living your life to the fullest, use a crock pot and wait 3 hours to eat. Cooking your beef with the crock pot doesn't so much brown the beef as it grays the beef. If you're a Midwesterner like me, eating monochromatic food is strangely comforting, like living in my very own dystopian future, a future where flavor has been banned, and only the elites may eat food with color and taste. Once your beef is browned, blackened, or grayed, add the cream of mushroom soup and milk. Just enough milk to make the mixture spreadable. You can easily substitute orange juice or Kool-Aid for the milk. I don't think you should, I'm just reminding you that you still can. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm going to hit this dish with a good amount of black pepper and cayenne, enough to make Christopher Columbus feel like his journey to the New World was worth it. Editor's note, Christopher Columbus was a horrible human being and shouldn't be celebrated in any sense of the word. To complete the dish, scoop the mushroom beef chum onto a bread shingle and top with another bread shingle. This should be eaten immediately, because the only thing worse than eating a Sloppy Joe is eating a lukewarm Sloppy Joe. It's been requested that I talk a little more about what these things taste like. In this case, the new and improved Sloppy Joe tastes exactly like it looks. Like Hamburger Helper and Wonder Bread had a messy affair that ended in violence. That said, it's still a vast improvement over the original. But don't take my word for it. Try it out yourself. The new and improved Sloppy Joe.